Hi, and welcome to another late segment of Al's Anime Reviews. Today is Saiyuki Reload. Who does not love Saiyuki? It is a famous anime with beautiful animation and a wonderful plot. The voice acting was great, and the series has a cult following of cosplayers and so on. Only problem was that halfway into the series, they dropped the plot and started another. Don't get me wrong, the next plot was amazing, and it got me more interested into the show, if that was even possible. So I was very glad when they came out with a sequel. I was so happy that we would finally finish the first plot, and there would be a huge end of the series battle sequence, like in the last series, only this one would be better, because it would be with a huge all-powerful demon. For people who don't know what Saiyuki is about, basically the gods asked this priest to go west and take 3 of his friends with him. So it's one of the longest guy road trips of all time. It even feels like one, because you have that one guy that's really annoying who won't shut up, one guy who spends most of the trip trying to get laid, and the guy who is tempted to kill the other 2 every time they open their mouth. Now I didn't mind so much the voice actors changed. I could look past that rather easy. However, the animation style was completely different and unoriginal. The previous one was so cool and the characters felt amazingly detailed. In this one, every single town, in every single episode, looked exactly the same. Even the script seemed worse. Where was my homoeroticism from the first one? Where were my balls to the wall, holy crap action sequences? Where was all the wonderful, cool stuff I loved about the first one? Gone! Replaced with a lot of bad Goku being hungry jokes that just didn't seem as funny as they did the first time. Honestly, I think they forgot about the action that was supposed to take place in an action anime and thought the show was really supposed to be about 4 guys sitting around and talking about the plot. I mean, every once in a while they got up and fought something, but it involved blinking an eyelash and their enemy falling to their feet and dying like a bitch. They had taken away so much from the series that it was almost sickening having to watch it. There was a saving grace though, right? They were going to get to finish that final plot, right? Hell no! They did the same fucking thing. Halfway into the series, the original plot was cut and a new one showed up. I was beyond any human form of anger that existed in this world. I wanted lasers to come from my eyes and blow up the television in such a violent way that the people who butchered my beloved Saiyuki would be able to see the pain that existed in my soul, and they would feel sorry for having to put me through such barbaric misery. All in all, it wasn't really all that bad. It was a mediocre anime with decent animation and a rather stupid plot. It just didn't live up to its prequel, and was nowhere near as strong. I heard they were making yet another sequel, which is Saiyuki Reload Gunlock. I thought about this one and decided I would buy it, only if they solved the final plot. No, they do the same goddamn ridiculous fucking thing. Halfway into the series, they drop their plot and pick up a new one. I couldn't suffer through the first episode. Honestly, I want to know whose idea it was to torture the fans this way. Who thought that it would be funny to run us along on a string, never giving us a payoff for what we really want? Burn in hell, you cock-smoking, shit-eating vaginal spiz. Pardon my French. What saved the series, slightly, were the Urusais. They were the best part of the show. Little clips at the end that made jokes about the characters. They were clever and very, very funny. It was kind of like getting head from a mouthful of glass. Yeah, it hurt like hell, but close to the end, there was going to be a good amount of pleasure followed by a really good release of tension. In the end, though, if you like Saiyuki, don't get this series. The only thing good about it were the comedy skits, and for that, it gets a very, very generous 2 out of 5.